What's up, my YouTube and Blade Brethren? Blade Brethren. Oh, that's a cool new thing. Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick little vid. I'm reaching around the tripod, what a pain. On the Kershaw Cryo. Carrying it around for a week and see that wetness on there? I don't know if it shows. Oh, sure, there goes the washer. Nice. Anyway, still kicking out oil from in the pivot from the factory. It's kind of cool. Stays well lubed. So, carrying it around, using it for a week. Figured I'd give you my thoughts on it. As we know, it has HCR13 MOV, made in China. Not thrilled about that, but hey, it's the way it goes. Hinderer design, lock bar stabilizer, frame lock. We all know. Well, most of you know, and if you don't, here you go. I think most of the review will be positive. Closes pretty easily, one-handed. Opens quickly. After a week of use, cardboard cutting, package opening, stuff like that. You know, your usual EDC tasks. I didn't beat on or anything. It's a little scuffed up, not terrible. I don't know if you can see the scuffing in the camera, but finish isn't perfect. Anyway. Still sporting the factory edge, so that's not bad. Again, I didn't abuse it. I didn't beat on it too hard. I just normal tasks. Cut up a few cardboard boxes, a few of the corrugated pizza boxes. Granted, this isn't like regular paper, so it's not the best test, but it's making pretty clean cuts. So, still got an edge. After a week, so the CR13's holding up alright. So far, fairly comfortable in use. You know, it not bad. Pocket clips set for tip down right now, and I'll get into that more in a minute. But comfort's not bad. But we're going to do a test, a real test of comfort. We're doing a depth block. Okay. So we're going to see how deep it cuts into the hard stuff. And pushing on this, it's going to hurt your hand. This is how it's going to hurt you. Here we go. Check the okay, now. Our depth is not fantastic. The rat 2 beat it out. Which is not surprising, the rat 2 being, you know, being what it is. So, does it get the deep cut? Nope, not too many knives got a deep cut. You can see the deepest on this side, Gavco EDC. CRKT Drifter was the deepest on this side. But, you know, it's a good geometry test. Now, which leads me to comfort. Gotta push in hard to get into that material. That was painful with this. Regular small cutting tasks, just using it. You know, like cardboard cutting, stuff like that. It's pretty comfortable. If you have to push really hard, back of this handle sucks. It's just painful. So, light regular EDC tasks where you don't have to force your hand. I mean, it might be okay with gloves. I don't know. Does not open as well with, well, I guess it depends on how you get it. Opens much better with the flipper. Thought about de-assisting it, but I don't know if I can get the light in there. There it is. Okay, there's our lock. Now if you look between the lock and this piece here, and you look for the detent divot on the blade, you will see, well, that thing popping out in between there, that's the locking, the spring tension bar. But there is no detent hole on the blade. So if you want to de-assist it, you'll have no detent. I don't see it working well. Kind of a bummer. I would like to have, honestly like to have de-assisted this and tried it out as just a regular flipper. Now to the real pisser for me, pocket clip. Okay, pocket clip, deep carry, I like it. In and out of the pocket, pretty easy. I like that too. I wanted to switch it to tip-up carry, so that when I'm pulling it out of my pocket, this doesn't catch in the corner of my pocket, and maybe even potentially pop open while I'm taking it out. It probably won't, but you know. So, wanted to switch the pocket to tip-up carry, which normally I don't care, but because of this thing, I wanted it to be tip-up. And got my little Torx bit and stuck my T6. I think it was a T6. That might be wrong, but anyway. I think it was a T6. I went to stick it in there and go to turn it, and well, the Torx bit twisted, but the screw didn't. So it trashed the Torx bit, my last Torx bit for that size. And then I kind of did a little research and found out, yeah, in the factory they seem to Loctite them things in, and they're a total beach to get out. So for the time being, I'm stuck with carrying it like this. What I'm probably going to do is take a wood burner here, heat up the screw, and then try to back it out when I get another bit. So those two negatives aside, being comfort, pushing hard, it's not too great, and those little Torx bit issues, not a bad little blade. Little on the heavy side, but pretty good performing EDC for, you know, your everyday tasks. I think it's not bad at all. It came pretty darn sharp, and it still feels fairly sharp. I think a little stropping and it'll be a razor blade again. I don't know if it'll, probably shouldn't do this, but let's just see. Okay, well, it shaves hair quite readily, so it's holding an edge pretty well. That surprised me running my thumb over it. It didn't feel quite that sharp, but I guess it's sharper than I thought. So, there it is, Kershaw Cryo. Not bad for the give or take a little over $30 price range. It's a pretty decent knife. Like I said, I uncomfortable for heavy use. I think if you had gloves, it might not be bad though. And if we can get them to stop Loctiting these two screws to hell, so you can switch it over if you want. You know, it's supposed to be 4-position carry, and currently it's just what it is. So, Kershaw Cryo 2, not so bad. Take care, guys. Have a great one. And I'm gonna do another video on something else in a moment. Take care. See you soon.